for learning any language, LSW is the ultimate way, is the ultimate pattern and the method of learning any language. Whether it's a Bengali, whether it's Hindi, whether it's English, for each and every language, the right process of learning it, LSW. Actually, LSW is the acronym of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. If you follow very carefully, you may notice that in your childhood days, when you started learning your mother tongue Bengali, you followed this method. You started listening and then speaking, and ultimately your parents taught you how to read the letters, that is reading, and ultimately and finally, that is eventually you learned how to write properly. But when we are about to learn the English language, we are not following this method. That is the biggest mistake. Here we are committing the great mistake, and that's why we are lagging behind. So we need to follow listening and speaking fast, and thereafter reading and writing ultimately will happen automatically. Because when we write down something, we need to think in English. Unless and until we speak in our mind, it will not be possible by us to bring that rapidity, to bring the pace. So if you really want to write down smoothly, without any interruption, without any hindrance, and smoothly, if you really want to write down, then you need to think in English, because just by translating, obviously it's not possible. And that is the biggest mistake here also, that we always follow the translation method. We always think in English, we always think in Bengali, and then we try to translate. So you should stop it immediately. You should stop translating immediately. You need to think in English, and ultimately you need to write down in English. And if you follow this, obviously it will be very easy for all of us, and English language would be your cup of tea.